So we just met with the Senate staff delegation that's here from the US, and we discussed some of the language we're pushing for in the global stocktake agreement that's going to come out of the UN climate conference. We're here in the UAE at the UN climate conference COP28, where we're pushing for strong language on fossil fuel phase out, which is what's indicated by science that we need to be doing, and we're still going in the wrong directions. Emissions are still increasing, and we had the landmark Paris Agreement in 2015. Now we have to implement that. It's beyond past time, and the US has a key role to take as the biggest emitter in all of history and as the biggest producer and expander of fossil fuels. So the US needs to take a strong stand both domestically and internationally, and that's a lot of what we discussed, is what the US needs to be doing that they're not. Mixed responses from different offices, but really what we need to be clear about is how the Inflation Reduction Act, while it has great benefits to it, while it does increase renewable energy, it also increased fossil fuel expansion, and that is not at all in line with what we can consider a climate win. So while we can celebrate aspects of the IRA, we need to be strong and firm that it isn't enough. And there's a new report that recently showed that the fossil fuel expansion under the Biden administration outweighs the emission reductions from renewable energy under the IRA. So we presented that, and we're really hoping that the Senate staff and the senators take a strong stand on calling on the Biden administration both to push for strong text in the global stocktake, which they are not, and push for a strong stance on domestic energy policy, not approve carbon bombs like the Willow Project, CP2, which is what their current stance is.